Hi guys, it's Trish again. Today I am going to be updating month 2 for my Pan That palette. This year's Pan That palette theme is a fun size. It was made by the Pantastic Ladies. So it's basically any palette that is small enough to put in a pocket. Sorry about the late upload for this. If you can't tell from my voice, I have been very sick. I was actually in bed for like 24 hours yesterday. Today I'm feeling a little bit better. I really didn't want to get up and film this video, but then I was like, I'm 7 days late. Like, I can manage 15 minutes. So this was about as spruced up as I could get today, which, decent for not wanting to leave my bed. It was actually funny this morning. I woke up and I was like really craving pancakes, and I'm like, I'm too tired. I don't want to get out of bed. Every time I stand up and walk around, I start to feel dizzy. But I'm like, but I really want pancakes. I think I can muster the energy to like make pancakes and then go back to bed. So I go downstairs and my husband is in the kitchen making pancakes. So that was a very nice surprise. But yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys about this. Again, sorry it's so late. I was working nonstop. I didn't have a day off, and then I got sick. So that's pretty much where I've been with that. So I am going to put up a picture here of what my palette looked like 1 month ago. And here is my palette today. Do you see that big old shiny pan in there? I'm actually very, very excited about how far I've been able to get with this palette. I'm still struggling to use it. I still don't enjoy it. The colors just aren't particularly good colors for me. But it is something that I have that I went out of my way to obtain. So that now that I have it, I want to make sure I'm using it. There's also quite a bit of a dip going in these other shades. Obviously no pan yet, but for only working on this 2 months from brand new, this is progress I am very happy with. I will say this one obviously is probably the most easy to work with, I've noticed. It was a little weird figuring out how to use it initially because it was a bit too dark to be used as an eyeliner. It didn't really look right as an eyeliner. It kind of just made me look sort of sick. I mean, a little bit too light to be used as an eyeliner, but too dark to use as a transition shade. If I used it as a transition shade in my crease, it would make my eye looks just look a little bit too smoky. So I've actually been using it all over the lid, almost like an eyeshadow base, and that's been kind of working well for me. Today I'm wearing it all over my lid underneath this kind of taupey shade, and then I actually have that deep purple, this one, in my outer corner to sort of deepen that as well. I'm actually a little bit surprised with how much use I've gotten out of the purple shade, just because it's definitely my least favorite shade in this palette. It's the hardest to work with, tons of fallout, very glittery, so every time I use it, I get like deep purpley glitter chunks all over my cheek, which I then have to wipe off, and sometimes they leave streaks. So I've been making sure I put my base makeup on after I do my eye makeup if I'm gonna wear that shade, and that's been working pretty well for me. Still kind of annoying, but I've been making it work. And the other two are basically just a kind of yellowy gold shade and a deeper like bronzy shade. They're actually pretty similar. One's just a little bit deeper and darker than the other one. So I'm very happy with this progress. I still don't enjoy using it, so I'm not entirely sure if I am going to continue working on it for the entirety of the year. I'm gonna kind of see how far I get, and if it gets to the point where I'm just completely sick of wearing it, I might declutter and my pan that palette early, but I don't want to do it just yet. I think I want to wait at least until either like June when we're halfway through the project, or once I've panned that purple shade completely. Because if I'm able to pan that purple shade completely and all that's left in the palette are the items I don't really like as much, at that point I also might choose to declutter it and pan that palette early. But I kind of want to see how things go. I've never done a pan that palette before on YouTube. This is really the first time that I'm updating it on here, so I want my first attempt to be a good one. I did do pan that palette last year on Instagram, but I didn't get very far with that one. It was a full Pat McGrath 10 pan palette. I managed to hit pan in one shade, and that was pretty much it. These shadows are much smaller, though. They're smaller pans, and I think they're also a little bit more shallow. There's definitely less product in these 4-pan palettes than there are in the full palettes from Pat McGrath. So who knows? If it gets to be around June and this is like getting there, I'll probably keep working on it. But if it gets to be around the halfway point and it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be able to pan this in entirety, I might just end it there. But we'll see. I think month by month it'll give me a better idea of what I'm gonna do with that. But either way, I'm very happy with only 2 months in and hitting pan on one of the shades and having noticeable progress in the other ones. So thank you so much for stopping in and kind of checking in on me and where my that palette is. My next update is going to be my Project A to Z update, which I'm a little bit more excited about. I've been having a lot more fun with those items than this one. But I hope you guys have a great day. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.